The music in Genshin is underrated. Since day one, it's consistently one of the best parts of the Genshin experience, and I don't think it gets anywhere near enough credit. Like, look at the character demo trailers. So many of them are iconic, partly because of the musical tracks backing them. To take a trip down memory lane, Venti's character demo from 2020 just hits a Genshin player like me with so many nostalgia vibes. The plucking harps, frantic violins, and guitar riffs are just so Mondstadt and remind me of when we all started our journey as a traveler, washed up on the shores of Tevat and meeting a certain annoying little friend for the first time. It's a rock orchestral fusion that's very indicative of Genshin's early soundtrack. And even as the Hoyo music team, led by Cheon has gotten better and better over time, Venti's theme in his character demo has held up extremely well. And spoiler alert, Venti isn't even the Archon with the best backing soundtrack to his character demo. Today we're counting down 6 of what I feel are the best character demo songs from Genshin Impact. But before we begin, some honorable mentions. Some of the character demos have songs that are just so good, it'll be a crime not to mention, but are sadly falling a bit flat in comparison. Yao's character demo is bright and cheerful, with the classic piano, guzheng, and a bamboo flute that gives all the Lyria vibes. It doesn't have much going on visually, but it's a calming yet upbeat look at a day in the life of the Adepti's favourite child. Heito's theme doesn't feel like it belongs in Inazuma in all the best ways possible. It feels so putty with the suave violin notes and accordion that honestly makes it sound as if it was plucked out of Pokemon X and Y. I just wish the music was accompanied by more cinematic shots of our one and only detective solving crimes. Klee's is one of my personal favorites. The violins invoke a sense of uncertainty and mystery, which perfectly encapsulates how a lot of us felt about Klee before learning more about her backstory. It's also a really cool use of the violins, which you have to imagine is probably Chen Yupeng's favorite instrument. While the video is bright and colorful and nearly made it on the list, I just felt it didn't have enough going on to make me say it was one of the best executions of a character demo, using music and videos to create an awesome experience. But speaking of awesome, let's start with what has to be one of the best character demos ever. The one and only Arataki Itto. Many of the character demos are cinematic, even beautiful, but Itto's just hits all the right spots as a piece of actual entertainment. Max Middleman as Itto is one of the most perfect casting decisions in all of gaming. The music and scenes are badass, and we see a lot of byplay between one of the most endearing sets of rivals in Genshin, Kujosara and Arataki Itto. The string ensemble, Japanese flute, and crunchy guitars sound like they could be the backing track for some of the best fight scenes in a shonen anime like Naruto. It's something you can unironically listen to while doing reps at the gym, and it makes you feel like a king. Or should I say, the supreme, the one and only. Dori is a character that everyone hates, but I absolutely love her. She's so cute, and honestly, I can't get angry at being cheated out of my Mora by someone who has a smile like that. More importantly, her theme is so good. Also, this scene of her Ginny dancing is just precious. It's energetic, upbeat, and reaches a climax that, as a content creator, I just have to use this song in my YouTube shorts. Whenever I use Dori's theme, I get tons of comments asking me what the song is. It's that good. And now you all know the answer to the question. Yet another entry from Sumeru, we have the ultimate academic Hatsune Miku. I mean Faruzan. Her theme is such a bop. Another one you can totally pump iron to at the gym. It captures Faruzan's sassy side perfectly, while the accompanying video actually gives us a look at life in the academia that we hardly get to see in-game. College. The place where smart people go to burn their youth away. Unless you're this 100-year-old professor in the body of a teenage virtual J-pop idol. This list would never be complete without our favorite little domestic terrorist. Klee is the only character with a literal list of accolades basically hyping her up before her face even appears on screen. It's one of the most chaotic character demos we have, backed by a circus of an orchestral arrangement that really just summarizes Klee's daily life as Mondstadt's most dangerous clown. And who can forget the scene where Mommy Jean punishes her with solitary confinement only for Klee to basically run out, proclaiming, "Da da da!" Trust Hoyo to make a character who is a prime terror recruit who is also such a lovable little girl. But you know who's anything but a clown? That's right, this guy. Alhaitham's character demo is a fan favorite for good reason. It shows us the best double date in history, and the theme music absolutely slaps. The looping bass notes at the beginning capture the feeling of the cogs in one's brains just turning. Very fitting for Alhaitham's character, but also amusingly fitting for the scene of Tignari, Saino, and Kabe cracking their brains, basically power scaling and theory crafting about how strong Alhaitham really is. And when we transition into the scene of the feeble scholar with abs kicking ass in the desert, it swells into a synth arrangement that sounds straight out of Final Fantasy. And okay, Alhaitham's little pseudo-philosophical monologue about how everything is connected is a little eye-rolling and condescending. But I forgive him, because baby girl Kabe is here. All these character demos and their accompanying themes have been absolute S tiers. But one character demo stands out well and far above the rest. If you wanna guess what was my top pick, or just tell me which character demo is your favorite, don't forget to hit me up in the comments below, right after clicking the like button. So the best character demo with the best song belongs to the Raiden Shogun. The Shogun's character demo is so far above any of the other characters, you have to imagine Hoyo is playing favorites here. And with the kinds of revenue numbers she brings in every time she's on the banner, I guess I can see why. Raiden is to Hoyo what Charizard is to the Pokemon Company. Get all the special treatment because everyone just sims for this. The Shogun character demo is famously cinematic with beautiful animations, tight cuts, and lots of fan service. Seriously, how many times can they fit in a scene of her fraternizing with her sword? Which is even stranger to think that the sword is herself, so we're basically seeing a god play with herself? Yeah, let's move on. The visuals are stunning, and so is the music. The beginning soundtrack is so cinematic, as if it were taken right out of a high-budget anime movie packed with action and tragedy. Ye's voiceover at the introduction is chef's kiss. And then the multiple beat drops with scenes of Raiden fighting are so thick with tension and urgency, conveying the major powerhouse of a threat that the Shogun is. Which is why this is my pick for the best song in Genshin Impact Character Demo Edition.